Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2222. I'm your host, Arwin. And before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, gifts, and Go. Links are in the description box below. Send me a super chat over at the Rumble live chat or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. Right. So, weather today is again pretty beautiful. It's not spotless though. Don't see any trails, but it is like a little bit cloudy. So it's just a little bit hazy up there, but not enough to block the sun. So it's still beautiful and sunny outside. Had a smoke on the balcony. Some really nice sun. Great. Yeah. Fortunately, also there's a drilling inside of the building. And part of the reason why I'm just a little bit late because they were just continually at it, and I really hope they're gonna stop soon. Otherwise, the show is gonna be just having an annoying buzz sound in the background. Right. Hello, Borders Boy, first in chat. Good to see you. It is Wednesday, the 5th of March, 2025. Temperatures 13 degrees Celsius with 49% humidity, 11 kilometers an hour wind, not much, and 0% precipitation, so no rain today. Tomorrow it's going to be sunny too. Yeah, looking forward to it. Right. I finally managed to go to bed a bit more on time. Broke the late night cycle because it wasn't getting me anywhere good. And I do actually feel a lot more rested now. But still, I mean, the drilling has kind of kept me up. Don't know how late they started, I think like 10 o'clock or something. But still, plenty rested. Alright, hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, lots of stuff has happened. I mean, really big disappointment for a lot of people about RFK right now. Since he's like suddenly pushing to mandate vaccines, measles, which is like just very inappropriate for him to be doing that. Like, it's one thing to just say, hey, they're available. Another thing to literally force it. Like, that's just highly inappropriate. And he's gonna regret that. Because it certainly broke, like, the momentum for me. Or, well, his momentum, it broke. Like, should not have done that, dude. That was just... What are you thinking? This is not good. You're doing so well. Why would you do this? Like, for Trump to be like a salesman for certain medical technologies or whatever is one thing. But for you to like literally try to mandate it, I mean, no, this is a bad move. So yeah, that's happened. I did tell everybody what it was going to be great until it's not going to be so great. So that does seem to be happening. Right, but it's kind of a shame because the optimism is very much required as an alchemical component for the rushed rebuild effect. So, like, I really wonder if there's gonna be any kind of response, if they actually paid attention to what happened as the consequences of doing that. I really hope that this administration can adapt. Not just to moves from the deep state, but also moves from the public, right? No vaccine should ever be mandated. Like, ever. I can hear the drilling over there. Yeah. I don't know, they're like completely rescaping the inside of the home. I think. I don't know what they're doing. Drilling. Probably, or or maybe not drilling, just like redoing the walls or something. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they've been at it for hours. Borders boy. Sorry, like nothing I can do about it. It's kind of a shame that it's happening on the 2222 show. But it is what it is. The alternative would have been that not do a show. And then there's a risk that tomorrow it would be happening again. Yeah, removing plaster or something. Right, exactly. Anyway. Weather's beautiful. Somebody's gonna have a nice new living room or something, and like positive thoughts. March gladness. Right. So my Patreon support came in. Thank you all the patrons for sticking with me. And a PayPal from a person that I don't recognize. Apparently he knows me through FED or something. But yeah, thank you very much for the support. Certainly helped me keep going this month. It's a pretty good start. Glad I'm straight and drilling isn't too bad. Okay, good. Yeah, it hasn't been super on the nose thus far. I think that maybe the biggest part is over with now or something. Huh. Right. But I'm doing pretty good. Oh yeah, and what is that? Anti-Semitism laws on campus now in America. Right, so there are like multiple issues happening that are like questionable through the Trump administration. And yeah, I mean, everybody's probably a bit shocked. Told you this would happen though. Something like this would happen. They would just be trying. I've literally been warning everybody. Gotta stay vigilant. Like, you gotta like, no, bad Trump. You gotta do it. Like, as Americans, you gotta be cheering him on. I mean, see it as a wrestling match. Like, sometimes the actor, the wrestler, has gotta like hear something from the crowd or something to do something. Like, right? I mean, you're involved. Like, it's a play, that's right, but you're involved. You gotta really say like, no Trump, bad Trump, or bad RFK. No mandated vaccines. How dare you? That's against your own program. Did you forget? And like, be like, oh, stay in line. No weird deviations. People just gotta do it like that and not be like, oh my god, it's all treachery, and then run away. No, you gotta stay there and be like, oh. Bad boy. Stay on target. That's what we all gotta do, basically, and not be super heartbroken and overreacting. I mean, unless you all want it to just fall apart, right? Unless you just want that and want to give up. I don't want to give up. Why the hell would you give up? You just gotta know how to play the game. Oh, you wish I didn't use that voice? Yeah, well, too bad. It's a character. It's a little character moment. Right, and it is a pointer when I say it like that. Right, because if you're just saying, they're just trying. Like, that can actually sound apologetic. But I say it with a weird little voice because it implies like there's like, it's pretty serious. Like, they are testing everybody to see if they can get away with it. They're just trying. Yeah, that's more than they're just trying. Like, just randomly trying. No, it's not random. It's a challenge, and it's gotta be highlighted. You like the voices? Grabbler voice is the best? Oh, thanks, Sporters Boy. I mean, I can't stand the Grabbler voice either when I do it. But I mean, it's part of the communication here. Right? So the Trump administration is the best in the world, quickest in the world, gonna make America great again. But we all gotta be vigilant. Like, hey, Trump? Yeah, I know you wanna do that. No. Stay on target. Remember what you said you were gonna do. You gotta do what you said you did. You were gonna do, right? And that's what's gotta keep happening. As a matter of fact, I predict that if that doesn't properly happen, it could run into a very serious disaster for the United States and the world. Gotta keep them on target. If you don't, like, their spirit could like be lost to this new thing, which is of course the old thing. Then their trying could become applying, and then from applying it could be cemented into the new structure. It could be running for a very long time the way it is. You don't know. That's why don't just let them keep trying, because if you let them, they'll start applying, and then before you know, it's all cemented. It's all hardened up. Should add it in the title. Okay, let's see. Right. Let's see what I got. Stay vigilant. Trump administration is just trying. Keep them on target, or they may start applying. Circle is complete, and it's a very important message. So that's just lovely. Right, so yeah. I hope this keeps... This is like just a couple of toe bumps in the battle, and it's not gonna actually lead to a stumble and potentially a fall. People are like very uptight over this happening, and it's very understandable. Just don't snap, don't let it make you abandon everything. And like really, this is about like pushing your will as the people, having backed all this, pushing it, keeping it on target, keeping them on target. Lots of chemtrails today? Oh, hello Petsy Pie. Sorry to hear that. I'm not seeing any chemtrails over here, so must be just where you're at. Right, I mean, this is a game of will. You could see it as a game of will between the American people and the Trump administration. They're just trying. People have to assert their will, not adapt to them in order to keep it going. They have to keep them on target. or they'll start applying. Right, you gotta remember, if you're part of the whole MAGA movement, like, yeah, they are sort of like your figureheads, your politicians. But the real force behind it is populism, is you. It's very serious. Like, you have to have your will set as a participant, as a citizen, to make sure that doesn't go astray from the promises. They stay on target. Like with populism, like, you have to do that. And in it, you could even see it as not. You could see it in like nefarious, like they're just trying to see what they can get away with, or they need direction. And if they don't get enough of it, if they only get praise, then they might lose direction. They might think, oh, we could do anything now. That's why the public, the backing, the public, keep them on target. This is very serious in that sense. Like, this needs to happen. Don't just turn your back all of a sudden. Assert your will. Assert your will. The will, like, hey, those agenda points, the things that you won so overwhelmingly, even again with all the election fraud against us, right? All the schemes from the Democrats. Yeah. It was that program. Now you gotta make sure it stays that program. Assert your will. Correct them. Or they will switch from just trying to starting to apply it. Start applying. Like, you don't want that. Like, are you just gonna give up? That's the struggle. The struggle is the will of the citizens versus, like, the will of the Trump administration. Let's see who's stronger. Let's see how much will there can be mustered. I mean, this is like one of the last opportunities for the free people to even do this. You better damn well apply your will right now. Nothing violent, of course. And there's no point in turning your back. But apply your will. Like, keep them on course. Tell them, confront them. And like, if you have to, like, even sort of blackmail them, but openly. Like, with what they, like, remind them of their obligations, of where they're coming from. Remind them that there is, like, forgiveness that has happened for a lot of things because of the task that's at hand for them. But they gotta stay on target in order for all that to stay in place. Because if they break their promise, their election promises, if they deviate, if they start rolling back, or just trying and then applying, then all that forgiveness, all that goodwill will go away. And that will break the momentum. And like, even the successfulness of geopolitics, it's all because of the backing of the will. It's the will of the people that's being wielded by Trump that makes it work so well. Like, that's the real source of confidence. It's the backing of the wills. If it no longer connects, that effect dissolves, loses power. Like, it's really important, if you want this thing to succeed, to keep going with all its lightning speed, but with resolve. You gotta back it with your will. You can't turn your back on it, and you can't just think that it'll do everything. You gotta back it with your will. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay vigilant. You gotta keep them on target. This is very important now for the entire MAGA movement. If you don't do this right, it could all collapse. The entire momentum. And then you still have tons of deep state people in place that are all dug in. And then it's not done. Then the deep state has not been excavated. You gotta back them with your will while you still can. Force them on target. Alright. I guess Trump didn't stop them up. No, Patsy Pie, that's exactly the type of attitude that I told you not to do that. I did say, do not give up. You give up, they win. Yeah, then they will change from just trying to start applying. You don't want it to change into that. And that's why I'm telling you now. This is a public outcry to the world. To the populist revolutionary people. The non-violent common sense movement. Political, spiritual movement worldwide. This is an esoteric effect. This is how it works. Populism is driven by will. The power comes from the will. It's not just, oh, it's the myth of it and oh, so amazing. No, it's like these are forces. It's a way of doing things. It is like a collective form of magic. But the backing of wills is very important for the power geopolitically. But you not just will, not just like, yes, we are your soldier or something that feel. It's not just about that. That gives power. You also have to, every citizen that's backing has to be vigilant. Like they all have to stand for the election promises, for the path that was laid out, that we all agree to. They have to make sure they keep on target. Critical component. Right? Have the vigilance to keep the leader on target and the will to back him still when he gets into confrontations geopolitically for the good of America. If either one of them falters, it will turn into disaster. Right? And we might now be outstepping the darkness a lot, and their spell is broken, their mind control is broken. If this all powers down and falters and fails to a dead halt, those fucked up mind control powers will come back with a vengeance. And they'll even more maniacally stare you in the face as they double speak the hell out of everything. Okay, it will be even worse. It's not over yet. Right? So yeah, 30 minutes of this message. I think I communicated it. It's very important. Yeah. I hope people take notice, especially the ones that actually have influence. people that are used to kind of like delegating things from kind of on the sideline, you might need to jump in to help do this, to keep them on target, and to keep other people on target with the same realization of this message. People gotta realize what they need to do in order for all of this to keep working. Right? As I said a while back, like, this is the time to apply yourself. This is time to go for that job, that one thing that you're really good at, where you felt you didn't have the opportunity. Why? Because that creates renewed energy and everything. And then that energy transfers a little bit onto the collective spirit. So it also supports energy-wise. Right? I've been trying to help out. I want this thing to succeed. Look, I think that me as a person in the Netherlands, like, I'm kind of dependent on this to succeed in order for me to get out of this crazy wannabe revival sort of neo-Nazi Europe thing that's happening over here, which is terrible. It's like the worst of both sides, the worst of the Nazis, the worst of the communists. It's fucked up. And it doesn't really look like we can hold our ground spiritually, mentally. Perhaps I can, and some of the politicians can, but it don't seem to be able to get out of it. There's voter fraud, and there doesn't seem to be anything that we could do to stop it. So we need an outside force, is what a lot of people suspect. It's typical like that. We need Trump administration to succeed, and then help nip this crazy neo-Nazi European elitist revolution, to nip that in the bud. We need outside help. So I'm doing this for my own self-interest, because it's in my self-interest that we Europeans and the Netherlands become free. No more crazy warlords. I mean, the whole warlords thing is so 19th century. Right? And then Hitler brought it back, which is like the worst decision ever. Like, it's too late. Like, it doesn't work anymore. And it doesn't work anymore because of media, really. Like, that's a very important part. Because there was like an original dark quality from war, which is it fucked everything up so bad that you could literally reset things. You could like just basically kill off all the parents and then have the kids re-educated and into like an entirely new people. Super harsh, right? But that did have like its advantages and could like nip feuds in the bud that way. It's like, don't quote me on this, but like there was kind of like an advantage in genocide, like that. I mean, talking like 18th century and before that, it's just imperialism. Like, there is some advantage out of it. It's just really fucked up. But now, that advantage, and even since the 20th century, when radio started to happen and all that, which was, like, at that time, when Hitler was there, that advantage of war to be able to reset things doesn't work anymore, because now the communication, there's a web of communication that basically amplifies the atrocity more witness to it, and like the story of the victims becomes even more amplified through media. Like they might not even be there anymore, but the story has gone out because of media. So all the the last considerable positive influences or options that war might have brought to you up until the 19th century, like they no longer apply. There's only negative effects from war now. And it might still be a necessity to defend yourself, right? I mean, Russia defends itself. So war as a purely defensive tool, which means don't attack other countries, but just defend your soil, all that. Like that still has value. But war for conquest, it brings so much negativity. It cannot work anymore. And so this move from this European Union and like, oh, we're gonna conquer Russia is with the era of media is beyond insane. Like they can never win and they will lose morally. It's just disaster on all sides. And they're trying to force it. And like, it's gonna destroy everybody here. It's gonna destroy our economy first and foremost. And they'll still do it even though it's blatantly obvious to everyone that they could never win. They're gonna like make everybody destroy everything around us for something that can never be attained. A war economy is an economy of self-destruction. Right, so yeah, I hope my message is coming across and you realize that I'm right. And you all do the thing that I'm advising you to do. Don't turn your back, but insert your will. Keep them on target, like use your online commenting powers or your backroom talk with like more prominent media people or whatever, however. Do it. Insert your will. Be that will that forces through the web of connections, forces it on target. Stay on target, right? I mean, you can't blow up the Death Star if Luke's just like, oh, la 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 la, oh, what's that? Oh, I want to fire on that thing. Like, no, Luke, stay on target, damn it! You're getting distracted by the damn instruments. Like, just use the Force, stay on target. Like, you gotta stay on target. Like, I know, look at all that and that. No, stop trying. Stay on target, or the rebel base blows up. Yeah? This is not the time to start trying. You just gotta follow through on the plan. Stay on target. Right? Be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Be that force, that mental force telling him, whoa, you can do it. Just stay focused. Right, anyhow. So yeah. At least I addressed it. This is a tough subject. I mean, when these types of bad moves happen, yeah. It makes people sick. Like literally, people can become sick because it's like so much investment energy-wise. The just trying maneuvers, very worrisome. I mean, that Trump is doing that with shilling for medical advancements and all that is one thing. But I mean, RFK, do not do that again. Do not do that again. Yeah? You're supposed to be the medical truther. It's so tough doing that right. You gotta stay on target. Do not play along with Trump's shilling for the medical industrial complex. Like, it's your one big task. Stay on target, RFK. Stay on target. Don't do that again. Yeah? Freedom. Medical freedom. Like, you have worries about the measles? Cool. And just say, we'll have vaccinations. We all have vaccinations available. Yeah? No mandatory. No. Never. Never mandatory. Never mandatory. Freedom. Yeah? The health. Make America healthy again. Yeah. That comes from freedom. Freedom. So that people can make their own decisions. That's where it comes from. Nothing mandatory. Never. Right. I hope everybody enjoys the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you are. What? Right. Let's see. What? I got no Rubens up? What is this? Not even you, Borders Boy? Do you not agree? Ah, you just rogued it up? Nice, thanks. Thank you, Borders Boy. Oh, I got two. Awesome. Guys, I just hope, like, what I'm saying, 45 minutes of the same damn message. We get it, Arwin. Yes, I really hope that people will actually take this information. Like, You know what I really hope? I hope that frickin' Alex Jones is secretly watching this. And he's gonna like roll out a message exactly like this. And more wild! As he does, right? But I hope he does because it's so bloody important right now. Right? Not just not giving up hope, but also to apply your will. Keep them on target. They need the will to actually succeed, right, against whatever what's out there, but also for their inner distractions and inner plans and maneuvers. Like, they're just going to be trying. You gotta keep them on target before they think like, oh yeah, we can just do this now. The trying worked. Let's start applying. Like, no, we don't want that. We want them to stay on target and do the things that they said they were gonna do. And stand by the points they were making. No flip-flopping. Flip-flopping is the worst. Like, flip-flopping is like the first sign of basically Jacobin madness. Start flip-flopping, you end up a Jacobin reversed world freak concerned about population control and like people not trusting the government. Yeah, it all starts with flip-flopping. No flip-flopping. Like, flip and you gotta no slap back. Don't do that. Stay on target. Like, immediately. Don't just stand there like, oh, he'll just change his position again. No, apply your will immediately. Immediately correct it. Right. Okay, now I just gotta find something else to talk about before I end up repeating myself again and again and again, and it gets a little tiresome, if it hasn't already. But I mean, it's a really freaking important message. Would you move to America if you could? No. Like, why? Why would I do that? What's the point of that? Right, by the time that I would go to America, a lot of people will probably be wanting to go there. But it's not safe enough. Oh god. right? It's so much better than Nazi Europe. No. No, it is not. I mean, politically right now it might be, but you don't know how long that'll last. Like, they gotta make it through first. Like, don't start buying estates. Like, as Luke Skywalker is still, like, flying at the Death Star, like, gonna shoot it, right? Gonna blow it up. That's not the time, like, oh, dude, we should be investing estates. Like, on that, on that moon where the rebel base is, because it's gonna be like a resort. It's gonna be a popular place where people will want to travel. Like, yeah, this is where we blew up the Death Star. Like, it's a little soon to start doing that. Like, you'd be taking an awful big risk. Lose everything type of risk. So, yeah. But no, I mean, yeah, the political leadership is horrible and they're doing all kinds of terrible things, but I mean, the food health standard is still a lot better here. It really is. Like, European food is way better quality than the United States. Now that, like, America could start actually really fixing it, but they've got a long way to go. It's not that easy. But that's, like, one of the primary reasons that despite liking America, I don't really want to go there. It's because of the food. It was always because of the food. Like, no, I'm good here. The only real problems we have in Europe is the frickin' inflation. The prices of electricity and food is like really bad. It's like frickin' Stasi time, fully Stasi's time again. It's that shit again. Fucking communism. Everybody hates it. It's so pointless. It's so obstructionist. It's just trying to ruin everything. And then on top of it, the war economy. But I mean, if you just keep your hands or keep your heels in the sand, like, stay where you are, don't take any shots, don't sign up to be a frickin' soldier in Ukraine, right? Then you'll be alright. It's just everything is expensive. Like, that's the main advantage. But I mean, I'm sort of surviving it, eating all organic food. Oh, I'm sure they have organic food shops. Yeah, in the United States. Well, guess what? European organic food quality is way better than American. And I might be Americans, but how dare you? Yeah, I'm sure that you in your very specific place are like, great. Sure, you could make great stuff. But the problem is that America has been subjected to like a century of chemical poison developments. Different ones over and over again. That like all of those have never been allowed in Europe. And so there's just more crap. More poison in everything, including traces of it in organic food. because, yeah, it just poison spreads around. And then there's like the surface issues, right? Like food dyes and all that are terrible. Like, dude, we got rid of that in the 90s here, okay? The 90s, that's right, 30 years ago. So, that's the thing that RFK was supposed to be actually applying. That's the change, right? Get a food and water quality overall at, quality that would equal that of Europe. The Europe standards. Get there, stay on target, do that, and then if you successfully applied it and it's like, whoa, it really worked out. Like, wow, we got all organic farms all of a sudden, like the biggest supply of organic farms worldwide. And it's real. It's not just organic in name and like cleaning up the soil. Figuring out like how to detox soil from pesticides. Right now, that would be an environmental development. Revolutionary. What if you could like figure out how to detox soil from pesticides? Like, how would you do that? And I mean, that's something that could be industrially developed, and it could like, in just a matter of years, just clean up like all the soil that's all been pesticide dumped and all that terrible stuff and GMO crap, and just get it out and just have this clean soil that can then suddenly be used for organic farming and like have a giant food boom, healthy food boom. Right? Now, if that starts happening in the US and it's real, that's the time when I'm going to be like, maybe I should pay a visit to the United States. I want to sample this new quality. Yeah? If it doesn't happen, like, I don't want to go to the United States. I just don't. Like, you know why? Because I wouldn't be able to bring my own food. I mean, when in the last 30 years, like here in the Netherlands even, I've had such a strict organic diet, like I don't even like go out to eat at random spots. Like I literally bring my own food in preparation and my own water. Because I'm not eating there. I don't trust it. It's not organic. Yeah. If I'm like that in my own country, then you should realize like why I'm not super eager to go to the United States. Yeah, that will make chances lobby too strong. Yeah, but that's the whole crazy thing, Erfgat. How the hell can a lobby be too strong? Yeah. If it's real, then you can literally, by executive order, just say, this is not allowed anymore. Boom. Or like you now have to pay like 10 times the price in taxes over it. So there's no more advantage, no more financial advantage to get that really cheap stuff, right? High fructose corn syrup. Why? Because it's so damn cheap for them. It's all about just frickin' profits. Yeah? Take the profit out of it and it goes away. It's not that difficult. I do really look healthy. Oh, thank you, Patsy Pie. I do my best to be healthy. The key is campaign finance reform. Yes. Well, that's where it starts. And then you can see what you can do after that with what is left. And I mean, it's a simultaneously work on everything kind of deal. But yes, Trump's key mission in all of it is to bring America out of that imminent financial disaster situation. Like, that is the main, like, the impossible mission that he's taken on. I mean, nobody really believes that it's possible. There's like one man that actually believes it's possible, and that's Trump. And he might just be able to pull it off. He might just. But I don't see anybody else doing it. Right, but in order to do it, you gotta stay on target. You gotta hold on to the populist energy, right? The energy is more important than even like the wellness of the people that have it. It's more important that the spirit stays strong. When the spirit stays strong, you can endure like financial decline and poverty. And if you can endure it, then it can be made to swing back again. But if you don't have a strong spirit going through that, then the financial calamity will corrupt your spirit and basically make you turn criminal or something. Because you're too desperate to uphold your financial well-being. So it's all about the spirit, right? Going through that moment. Going through that inevitable crash moment. You just have to have that strong spirit. Not be so tied down to earthly wealth. And realize that a lot of your very far ancestors, like, they live with very little. And they would just do everything themselves for what they needed. And they would rely on other people's skills. Like a real anarchist type of meritocracy. That's what their ancestors survived on. If they can do that and thrive, then even a society in decline like that, heading for financial calamity, like, they can do it too. All you have to do is have a strong spirit going through it, and not allow yourself to be corrupted just to hold on to like the value of the treasures you have. Spirit is more important. You survived 2 weeks of US food? Okay. Good for you, PPD26. Alright, hope everybody's appreciating the show. Oh, losing Rogans again. Like, how does that even happen? Weird. Don't forget to Rogans it up if you're liking it. Oh, looks like even the trace clouds have gone away. I think I'm gonna take a little a smoke break and enjoy that sun a bit. Okay, we have good Indian food. This is super tasty. Hey, to each their own. Dude, I only eat food that I make. That's what it is. Oh. Wow, record low viewing. How could it be? Maybe Nathan Oakley is doing something really interesting and pulling all the trolls in. Because I'm not pulling all the trolls in with my speech today. This is very much addressing the non-trolls out there in the world. I really hope you're hearing my message. Yeah, and Borders Boy, like, only eat what you make. It's really, like, it's about the ingredients, you see. I'm the kind of weirdo guy that would be like, I want to go to this restaurant because it has a really good cook. But then, like, I'm going to literally buy and bring the ingredients. So it's like, okay, I want this. Go to the grocery store, organic, buy the right ingredients. And then like, okay, can you cook this? Here's it. I want you to like do it with all organic ingredients. And like, I picked the ones just to be sure. And then like, I want to see what you can do with this. Like, that's how I would do it. Like, I'm never going to just trust some place that I've never been to like, oh, I'm sure they're sourcing their food really good and all organic. Yeah, people don't. I mean, seriously, out there, a lot of people like don't even know what organic means when you say that. They don't understand what it means. They literally think, oh, you're vegetarian, are you? No. Organic does not mean vegetarian. Yeah? It's been like, what is it, 30, 40 years since that's existed as a brand thing, most people still don't know. And a lot of people just think it's just, oh, that's just liberal trendies. Like, oh, that's helping. No, it isn't. No, it's literally it's called being food aware. And organic, I mean, I take it very serious. I have for like a long time. It's what's keeping me young, in my opinion, despite everything. But an all organic society, like, we're not there yet. Jesus, Ark. That's a really gross thing to say there, Ark. What the hell? Weird. Look, if it was up to me, if I could have an option to determine something about how government is run and all that, I'd try to create a system where organic food literally becomes the standard. But then on top of it, have I ever been to Indonesia? No. Travel ads on Rumble? That's weird, Arg. That's very strange. It has nothing to do with me. Other than I have Indonesian descendants. A little bit. And that's it. But, what was I saying? What's my point? Damn it. Oh yeah, if I had the opportunity to change something about the system, I'd standardize organic food, like force it. But then, still have an option for really cheap non-organic food. And I'd almost like, as like a balanced system, like have organic food be very affordable and very much worth it, really quality oriented. Like if it's really good, then a little bit more. Like you just quality driven, pricing would be quality driven, but then non-organic food's still going to be out there, and then just make it really cheap. Don't overprice it. Just make it also really cheap. And then people can decide. Like, and if you're stupid enough to be like, I'm not going to spend my money on food, I'm just going to buy that non-organic stuff because it's so cheap, and then I'll save money for a jet ski, right? Like, okay, well, you got to give those people the price of being that stupid. Like, yeah? Don't just say no more non-organic food. Everybody has to eat it, because then people are literally going to complain. But I don't want to spend money on food. Like, I don't care if it's healthy. I want the cheap shit. Like, okay, then you can have the cheap shit. Yeah, it's gonna be imported. And still gonna be really cheap. But if you want to like produce in the country, then it must be organic. Doesn't mean there's gonna be there's still gonna be non-organic food around. It's just not gonna be produced in the country. But you still should have it available really cheap. It's gonna be like the super cheap aisle. Like that's where the trash people go. And they will do it because they want to save money on food. And that way pay the price in health, which is quite substantial. You gotta still leave it out there for stupid people to make their stupid mistakes. Otherwise, they're gonna be in your face, being stupid, without any opportunity to clean themselves out of the picture. Steamed food is worth it. Yeah, it's apparently very healthy. Descendants, ancestors, whatever, yes. Indonesian ancestry. Right. But I mean, I don't barely bring that up. So that's how I would do it. Right? You don't need to encourage people to eat more healthy by like putting tariffs on non-organic food. Just make organic food the standard if you want to produce in the country. That way everything becomes cleaned up. No more pesticides will even be there. Only natural, healthy ways of like getting rid of pests. There's all kinds of organic ways to do that. And then still have non-organic food available for people that are stupid enough that they want to save money on food somehow for some damn reason. Timing. Right. I'm gonna take a smoke break. You enjoy the drilling in the wall. And don't forget to opens up the show. May I have a recipe? What? Chickpea? What? Chickpea soup? No. Don't have recipes for chickpea soup. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I'm going to take a 2-minute break and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Hey, Maxed Out Bear. No, I'm not just tobacco. I don't smoke cannabis during the early bird show, Maxed Out Bear. Never. That's just wrong. Chickpea and garbanzo bean? No, I don't use chickpeas. Don't know what you're talking about. god, the drilling is relentless. Terrible. I might have to round out the show early because I mean I can't really do a show when this constant sound is going through me. Let's see how long it lasts. Okay, chickpeas. Yeah, I'm not about chickpeas. What? Okay, there, get it. Alright, anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying the show. Drill stream. Drill, baby, drill. They're drilling, all right. I used to have a lot of this type of show back in the day. It's not. This happens like every year at some point. I mean, it's a big building, and a lot of people just like, yeah, we're gonna do this now. Oh, okay. Crap. I'm pretty sure that he's gonna make something really nice there, though. I mean, that it's like an architect, not an architect, engineer guy. He's got like plenty of money, and he's like just making something really beautiful out of that home. Do I think Hitler went to Argentina and lived out his days? Yeah. I do think so. I think his double, which I think is a lesbian, took over. Right, and I mean, during the earlier time, like, that double might have also, like, might have already been deployed. Like, Hitler could have been spotted in multiple places because of that. Because they just had doubles. I mean, state figureheads having doubles as part of a team is not that uncommon, really. Would I have to pay in rent to be? What the hell kind of question is that, Maxed Out Bear? That's a really weird thing to say. Could I qualify for free rent as a retarded American immigrant? No. I don't think so. Maybe if you could... but I mean, it's not... I would not recommend it. But if you basically go like, oh, I just got deported because I am an immigrant, then they might just take you here, but I mean, lesbian Hitler, lol, yeah. show today, except for the drilling. Yeah, thanks. I'm just glad I got like the big message through without the drilling going on all the time. That was nice. Your immigration hopes have been dashed. No, but seriously, if you just pretend to be like a refugee that went to America and then got expelled again, and you report in the Netherlands like that, they might just let you hop on. But I don't recommend it. There's no telling how long that will even last here. Right, anyway, for everybody that's coming in late, I do recommend you watch the show from the start. It's like an important universal message. You're Somali now? Weather is beautiful. I really am looking forward to going out for groceries in this weather. You're 50% of the presently visible thumbs up. Despite my immigration status, I'm a real contributor. Okay, Max out there. Let's see if there's some quick relevance.
Yeah, nothing very in your face at the moment, other than like, oh, Trump might be signing a leave of NATO, the US leaving NATO soon. That may happen. Lots of people have been saying that, including Ron Paul. A good chance that NATO will be dissolved, and then the stupid northern group, just like the European replacement, will take that over. But I mean, it's not gonna last either. That thing is just a mess. Like, all of these stupid European commissars, war plans, like, they're not gonna work without the United States. And the United States is not gonna join in. It's not gonna do that. So yeah, very curious to see where it will all lead to. How long the unelected EU bureaucracy is going to hold out. I think not very long, but I mean, unless the whole Trump administration crashes, right? And that's why it's important to keep them on target. Especially when they're just trying. Happy to see, by the way, that Rumble and OBS are just working perfectly smooth today. That's nice. What? No way. Wow. Another treachery from PVV, political group in the Netherlands, supposedly anti-immigration party, literally refuses to step out of the UN refugee treaty. So there, again, more treachery towards their program. Nobody's gonna keep this group on track. Like, they've already just resigned to treachery of their own program. But yeah, Trump and his administration don't have to become like that. You have nice ocean between Europe. Yeah, I mean, Zelensky is a freaking joke, man. And great momento. Ugh. NATO, in my view, is just mostly a military-industrial scam at this point. Money laundering military scam. They're not contributing to the actual security from Russia. They're not doing it. Rather, they are trying to keep Russia a threat. So they're actually doing the exact opposite of what they were tasked to do originally. Alright, Ark, see you later. Thanks for popping by. Right. I think I'm gonna round out the show, guys. It's been good, but I'm like kind of done with the main theme, with the main statement of today. Eager to get some lunch too. Right, so unless there was like something that really needs to be brought to my attention in the last moment, just give you a minute, and then if nothing comes up, then I'll round out. Oh, and if you want a good recipe for vegetable soup, what I would make is soup that has like lots of vegetables in it. Is technically vegan. And what would I put in there? Potatoes, celery, carrot. Oh, cauliflower. I'm missing something. Maybe leek. Should be there. Should it be? Yeah, leek in there, definitely. A bit of mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms, preferably. And, like, of course, like bouillon added to it. great thick soup, like where it's like really filled to the brim with the vegetables. Not so watery soup, thick soup. All those ingredients, like great. Very, oh yeah, of course, salt and pepper, especially pepper. Essential. Like that's a good springtime soup to really strengthen you up. I kind of want to get one of these soups, but it's not exactly the time yet. Maybe a little bit further down March, maybe at the end of the month I will do that. But for now I'm more like on hamburgers and all that. I've had a lot of potato with butter type of food, which is great for the winter when it's freezing. But since it's getting warmer now, I'm kind of back to the other standard diet. So hamburgers are one of them. Been great having them again. And like rosemary potatoes with chipolates and like a nice garlic sauce and green beans on the side of that. It's a great meal. More that kind of thing. Right. So there are some food tips. I mean, that's what I make. Right, so thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogans it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below. Or send me a super chat during the Rumble live show. Right. Or yeah, you can subscribe to my channel and support me that way. But yeah, PayPal support is like the best way. And thanks again to that person that sent me that PayPal. Really appreciate it. Keeps me going. Right, so I will be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2223. Hopefully there will not be any drilling, or maybe there will. I mean, I don't know how long they're going to keep it up. We'll see. Right, so hope to see everybody back tomorrow on a Thursday, 2 p.m. Amsterdam time. I will try to be exactly on time. But I mean, if there's going to be drilling right in the middle of it, I might start a little bit later, because don't just want to start off right on time when it's in the middle of the drilling. That sucks. Because that would have happened today. That's why I started like 15 minutes late. Right, anyway, hope to see everybody tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Hope you're having enjoyable weather like I do. Still beautiful, sunny, no clouds. You got that as well. Everybody have a great rest of the day, and see you tomorrow. And until the next video, keep it flat.